The man simply loved farming, so when he was reincarnated into another world, he asked the gods to let him grow crops there. After thinking it over, the gods agreed to his request. Then the gods granted Jack a body immune to all poisons, and farm tools that could change shape according to his will. With his tools ready, Jack began exploring the surrounding area. That was when he discovered an enormous tree. Staring at the towering giant before him, Jack immediately decided to build his home there, but he soon realized there was no water source nearby. Helpless, Jack took out the farming tool given by the gods. He transformed it into a shovel, and dug downward to search for underground water. Within a short time, Jack found a water source. Next, Jack planned to use the tree to build a house he could live in. He transformed his tool into an axe again. Jack had expected cutting wood to be extremely difficult, but with the divine tool, chopping trees became unbelievably easy. As the trees fell one after another, Jack changed the axe into a carving knife. He processed the huge tree into usable building lumber. By the time Jack finished, the sun was already setting. Only then did Jack realize he hadn't prepared any fire. With no other option, he chose to sleep in a tree hollow for the night. The next day, Jack turned the tool into a magnifying glass to start a fire. He then cleared the surrounding trees to make space for future farming. Suddenly, a demon rabbit charged toward Jack. Panicking, Jack swung his tool at the creature. To his shock, the rabbit's head turned into soil where the tool struck. Fortunately, the rest of its body was still edible, but the lack of seasoning made it painful for Jack to eat. So Jack decided to speed up the farming process, but he never expected that the divine tool would automatically plant whatever seed he wanted, and the seeds grew incredibly fast. This meant Jack no longer had to worry about survival. Concerned that nearby monsters might trample his plants, Jack dug a trench around the crops and installed a fence above it. A few days later, Jack finally finished building his house. One day, Jack went out to survey the surrounding area. When he returned, he found two injured wolves at his door, but Jack didn't sense any hostility from them. Upon closer inspection, he noticed one of them was about to give birth, so Jack invited them inside his home to